Economic order quantity, EOQ. This is a simple model that minimizes the total inventory costs over 1 year by calculating an optimal order quantity. Though the economic order quantity is in particularly useful when we are applying a continuous review system. Recall from the last topic, a continuous review system tracks inventory every time when there's a change in our stock. So each transaction that adds or withdraws items is tracked immediately, and we have at every moment we know how much we have on inventory for this item, and this is typically only used for our A items, for our most important items. Though the economic order quantity is not a good system, a good model for ordering C items. We are more focusing on the A items. And this is a very old model, but it's still very effective, and in particular it shows you very well the trade-offs between the ordering and the storage costs. We already discussed a lot about the holding cost, the cost of storing items, the ordering costs. We also discussed this, but not on the same level of detail. The ordering costs are for companies very important because several employees might need to deal with an order. So don't confuse it with just quickly ordering something in an e-commerce shop. If you place an order on the company level for a huge amount of items maybe, then this involves quite a lot of negotiations, framework contracts, maybe lawyers are involved. It requires a lot of time, and of course you need to pay the people to work for this time, though there might be some significant ordering costs. And our model, our EOQ model, makes the following assumptions. So most important, the demand for our product, for our SKU, is known, and the demand is constant. There's no change in demand, and we know what's going to happen. The lead time is known and constant. The lead time is the time once we place the order until the order arrives in our warehouse. This is the lead time. And based on the lead time, we have to find a reordering point, so that we place our order so early that we do not run out of stock. Here the costs of all the units are the same. That means the price we have to pay for our unit does not depend on the quantity we order. So it doesn't matter if we, for example, order 10 items, 100 items, or 1000 items, we always have to pay the same price. There's no quantity discount here. The ordering costs and the setup costs are fixed. Sometimes we call the ordering costs also setup costs. It's just a different word here. And the ordered quantity arrives at once. So if we order 1000 items, all the 1000 items arrive on the same day at our warehouse. The delivery is not split in several deliveries. And we assume we do not have back orders because we know the demand for this item. We are never out of stock, and therefore there's no need to consider back orders. Now, how do these assumptions reflect in an inventory profile? Inventory profile is the development of the stock level over time, and this is what you see here in this picture, in this graphic. On the x-axis we have the time. Here the time is measured in weeks, and on the y-axis we have the units of our item that are currently on inventory. And for this example, the ordering quantity is Q, big Q, which is 600 units. And this is at the same time our highest possible inventory level, our maximum inventory. And then you see, when we go from left to right, I hope you can see my mouse cursor, that the inventory level constantly goes down. This is because we assume constant demand, and therefore we have a straight line. If we had random demand, for example, there would be much more deviations. So therefore we have a straight line because our demand is constant. And you see that our demand, our inventory level reaches 0, and once it reaches 0, it is immediately replenished again to the 600 items which are our maximum inventory. That means we have to set our reorder point, big R, in such a way that during the lead time we can cover the demand from our inventory, from our stock level. And therefore the reorder point is equal to the demand during the lead time. The reorder point big R equals the demand here for a week, per week, and multiplied with the lead time in weeks as well. And we order exactly at this point, because if we would order at a later point, then we were not able to cover our customer demand, and we would create a stock out, which of course we want to avoid. And we also do not order earlier to the left of the reorder point, because then we need to hold more inventory than is necessary, and this creates holding costs. So we order exactly at the reorder point R, the inventory reaches 0, and exactly in the same moment a new order arrives and the inventory is replenished to 600, and then this is repeated again and repeated again until our year is full.